So now we will continue the fifth part of this chapter. Okay, so in the previous class we dealt about the reactions of acids and bases, right? So today we will discuss about the common parts in acids and bases. Okay, so when we take an acid, the examples for acids are HCl, hydrochloric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, CH3COOH, acetic acid. Okay, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, and acetic acid. Okay, so here we will write the cations and anions in it. Cations, anions. Okay, so in HCl, what is the cation within this HCl? H plus, right? The positive charge having part is cation, the negative charge having part is anion. Okay, so in HCl, H plus is the cation and Cl minus is the anion. Similarly in HNO3, H plus is the cation, NO3 minus is the anion. Here H plus is the cation, SO4 2 minus is the anion. Here H plus is the cation, CH3 COO minus is the anion. Okay, so these are the cation and anionic part of this acids. Okay, so in HCl we have H plus as the cation and Cl minus as the anion. In HNO3 we have H plus as the cation and NO3 minus as the anion. H2SO4 we will have H plus as the cation and SO4 2 minus as the anion. Similarly in acetic acid CH3COOH we will have H plus as the cationic part and CH3COO minus as the anionic part. Okay, so we can say that in these acids, which is the common part, cationic part is common, only changes within this anionic part, right? So when we take the case of acids, the common part within this acid is what? Cationic part, right? That means the common ion which is formed as cation is what? H plus ions. So we can say that, so now I am rubbing this one. In acids, an acid can be, HCl can be H plus plus Cl minus, right? Similarly, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, we will have 2H plus and SO4 2 minus. To cancel this two negative charges, we are adding one more hydrogen atom in the cationic part. That's why 2H plus and SO4 2 minus. Here similarly HNO3 we will have H plus and NO3 minus. Here we have only one negative charge, so one cationic part. CH3COOH, H plus and CH3COOH. So all acids will have H plus ion as the common part. Common ion is what? H plus ion. Within the acid, the common ion formed is what? H plus ions. Okay. So, how can we detect this H plus ions are formed within this acids? So, for that in your textbook, you have one experimental setup, right? And when we take this H plus ions, it can't stay independently. It will be formed with the help of addition of water. Okay, so when we add in HCl, when we add water, then only they can exist, they can form or exist this H plus ion as aqueous. Okay, otherwise this H plus ion as aqueous they can't occur. So that for this one we can write this like this: H plus Cl minus in this HCl. H2O we will have H plus and OH minus. Okay, so within the acid the common ion formed is what? H plus. But this H plus ions can't exist freely. So they will combine, the acid will combine with this water molecule, then only the H plus ion can exist freely. Okay, so for that we can write this equation like this. HCl will have H plus and Cl minus ions. Along with that we are adding water molecule, right? So from this HCl, H plus ions will add with this H2O molecule to form what? H3O plus. Okay, that is hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. Hydronium ion. Okay. Otherwise we want to write it like this, H plus aqueous, like that we want to write. Or either we can write it like this, H3O plus. Then only this H plus ions can exist. Okay. Otherwise H plus ions can't exist freely. They will generally they will combine with the Cl minus ions. To get this H plus ions freely, we want to add some amount of water into that acid. Okay. So that's all about this hydronium ions. Okay. So that's we are getting by adding this H2O molecule to this H plus ion. Then we are getting H3O plus. In this H2O we have H plus and OH minus ion. So from this H plus we have 3 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, and this 2 plus and 1 minus charge. By cancelling this charges we will get 1 positive charge and 3 hydrogen 1 oxygen, like this. 3 hydrogen atom 1 oxygen atom, and the charge is 1 positive charge, because this positive and this negative cancel, then we will get only the positive charge. So that's how this hydronium ion is formed. Okay, so we can check this. So in that experimental setup we are having a beaker. We are taking a beaker. In that beaker we are placing a rubber cork. Okay, this is the rubber cork. And we are placing 2 iron nails. These are iron nails. Okay. From this battery, bulb is there. Okay, this is the switch, and we are connecting it with this iron nail. Okay, so when we take HCl in this beaker, we are taking HCl in this beaker. Okay, HCl, diluted hydrochloric acid. Then we are operating this circuit. Then this bulb will lighten. Okay, that means there is passing of electricity through this circuit. That is due to the presence of H plus ions within this hydrochloric acid. Okay, so in this beaker we are placing 1 rubber cork can. To that we are placing 2 iron nails, and these 2 iron nails are connected with a circuit, with a bulb. Okay, so when we are taking HCl, diluted hydrochloric acid, in this beaker, we can see that this bulb is lightning. Okay, that means there is presence of electricity. That presence of electricity or passing of conductivity is due to the presence of this H plus ions. These H plus ions conducts electricity. The H plus ions which is present in this HCl, helps to conduct electricity. Okay, so the H plus ions within this hydrochloric acid is responsible for the conductivity through this circuit. That's why this bulb is lightning. Okay, so when we take base solutions in this one, what will happen? Instead of this HCl, let's consider that we are taking what? We are taking NaOH solution. Okay, NaOH is an example for base, right? So when we are taking a basic solution, what will happen? this bulb will not lighten. That means there is no conductivity or there is no passing of electricity through this solution. That's why this bulb will not lighten. So we can say that when there is acid, we are taking acid as the solution, there is presence of H plus ions, right? That's why there is conductivity of electricity, that's why bulb is lightening. But when we are taking basic solution, there is no H plus ions released by this NaOH, right? That's why there is no conductivity and there is no lightening of this bulb within this experiment. Okay, so that's all about this experiment in your chapter. Okay, so now we discussed about the case of acids, like acids. Okay, so we can take the case of bases. Okay, so we are taking NaOH. Actually NaOH you can see in lab as pellets. That means actually its state is solid state. When we add water to this sodium hydroxide pellets, when we add water to the solid state of NaOH, we will get what? Na plus aqueous, Na plus in solution. That's why we are representing it as Na plus aqueous and OH minus aqueous. Okay, similarly when we take the case of potassium hydroxide, it is also in solid form. When we add water to it, what will happen? We will get K plus aqueous and OH minus aqueous. Okay, similarly we are taking MgOH twice, magnesium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, and on dissolution with water we will get what? Mg2 plus aqueous plus 2